welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a new video, and today we'll be trying out the new reformulated concealer from Armani. This is the Power Fabric Concealer. It recently was reformulated, but before we get started, if it is your first time watching, please hit the subscribe button, and if you are a returning subscriber, don't forget to hit the like button. Alright y'all, so let's jump right into today's concealer review. Armani Power Fabric Concealer retails for $40. It's available in 18 shades. It has a matte finish. It is full coverage, long wearing, and it is crease proof. I went with the shade 10, the Armani Luminous Silk Concealer, and that concealer I had the shade 8.75. The reason why I didn't get the same shade in this one, there are not a lot of shades. Don't get me wrong, there are not a lot of shades in the Luminous Silk, but shade 8 didn't look like it was the same as the Luminous Silk, so I went with the shade 10, and this is described as deep, I think it's deep tan with the golden undertone. Yeah, deep tan to deep with the golden undertone. I'm gonna apply the concealer to one eye, blend it out, and then I'll go over to the next eye. I'll let it sit for a while just because I don't know for sure if it's crease proof. I kind of want to see exactly what it's going to do before I set it with powder. And I already have foundation on, and the foundation I am wearing is the Armani Power Fabric foundation, and I have the shade 11 in this. This is what it looks like blended out, and the coverage on this is really good. I would describe this as medium to full coverage. You don't need to go in with a lot, and also as you see, it melts right into the skin. It's not too dry because this is a matte concealer. I like the way it looks so far. It's giving me a flawless under eye. The shade that I have, it's not going to give you a super bright under eye, but I feel like it's doable. Like, I'm not too mad at it at all. So now I'm going to just go in and set it with some powder, and the powder I'm going to be using today is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder, and I am using the shade Blondie today. Alright y'all, I'm back with the concealer on. So far it hasn't creased on me. That's my biggest issue when it comes to concealers. I feel like a lot of them just don't work for me. Again, y'all already know that. Some concealers crease on me right away within a couple minutes, but so far so good. So hopefully I'm able to go all day without it creasing or settling into any fine line. Now keep in mind, I did not try the original formula of this concealer, so I can't speak to whether or not the formula has changed or if the shades are different, because I don't know. This is my first time actually trying it, and also this is only available online at Sephora, but right now I love the way it looks. I have like a flawless under eye look. So of course I'm going to do my normal wear test, and then I'll be back and we'll see how well did this hold up, and I'll let y'all know whether or not if I think it's worth picking up. Alright y'all, I'm back after having the concealer on for exactly 8 hours. I apologize if y'all hear the rain and the thunder, but it just now started raining when I decided to wrap this video. Anyway, if you look closely, especially under my left eye, you will see that I have started to crease. Earlier, when I was filming the video, I didn't notice that my under eye started to crease because I didn't have a mirror right next to me and I wasn't really looking in the viewfinder. But afterwards, I did see it. Now, I ended up going the whole day like this. I didn't touch up my under eyes, but it stayed exactly like this. So it didn't get worse. You know how sometimes you can see creasing starting to like happen, and then within a couple hours it looked like worse and worse and worse. It didn't do that. Outside of that, I do love the way that the concealer looks. I still feel like I have a flawless under eye. I love the shade 10. Now, it's not going to give you a super bright under eye look like I mentioned earlier, but I do like the shade. This concealer has decent coverage. You can really build this up to full. If you have a lot of darkness under your eyes or dark circles, you might need to go in with a little more than I did, but I don't feel like you need to go in with a lot to get full coverage. Overall, I do feel like this is a decent concealer. In comparison to the Armani Luminous Silk Concealer, I still like that one a tad bit better. I love the texture of it. I just really like that concealer. I don't have any creasing with it. Also, it is very easy to blend out like this one. This one is a little more matte. It's not super matte, dry and matte. If you have dry under eyes, I don't feel like this would be a concealer that you would hate. You're not going to have like a lot of dryness, basically, is what I'm saying. Now, if you're just somebody who don't like matte concealers in general, I'm not sure about this one, but it is a decent concealer. After wearing it all day, I don't feel like this is a concealer that would be on the top of my list that I would recommend, even though I do think it's a decent concealer. Earlier I said there was about 16 to 18 shades. I feel like the shade range definitely needs to be worked on. It should be way more than 18 shades. Right now, in this moment, I don't love this concealer and I don't hate it either. I feel like it's decent. I don't feel like you should rush out to get it. This is not like a concealer that I'm just blown away by. Now, of course, my thoughts on it could change. I am going to keep wearing this, and then I'll let y'all know whether or not if I end up really liking it or really hating it. But I feel like it's decent. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give this concealer an 8. I feel like it's a decent concealer. The shade range can be worked on. So overall, I feel like it's an 8. It's not the best. It's not the worst. So yeah, that is basically it for today's video. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Have you tried out the original formula? Have you tried out the new version? Leave that below in the comment section. And most importantly, do not forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all later.